Mornings are my favorite part of the day. There's something so peaceful about taking my time, making breakfast without rushing, and just letting the day unfold at its own pace. In a world that constantly pushes us to do more, be more, achieve more, I've found happiness in slowing down. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Before I go any further, I want to acknowledge something. As a woman over 40, embracing a lifestyle often associated with older generations might seem risky to some. Ageism is the silliest kind of prejudice. Not that there is any prejudice that is not silly, but especially ageism, because the truth is, if we're lucky, we all grow old. Aging is a privilege, and the wisdom, joy, and connection that often come with it are things to celebrate, not fear. Living like a grandma isn't about trying to be old. It's about appreciating timeless values, slowing down, savoring life, and embracing what truly matters. And if you ask me, that's something we can all benefit from, no matter our age. I love the little rituals of getting ready. There's something nostalgic about setting my hair, putting on a touch of lipstick, and choosing an outfit that makes me feel like myself. Dressing up isn't about impressing anyone. It's about feeling at home in my own skin. Living like a grandma isn't about age. It's about intention. It's about taking the time to do small things that bring joy. A vase of fresh flowers, herbs from the garden, the quiet satisfaction of making space feel like home. These little things add up to a life well lived. Spending time outside is one of the simplest ways to feel grounded. There's something so healing about fresh air, quiet surroundings, and watching Artemis, my dog, explore the world around her. Slowing down means noticing these little moments that might otherwise pass us by. This recipe always reminds me of my grandmother, Arietta, whose name I have. You see, in Greece, it's customary for the children to be named after one of the grandparents. She was a true inspiration, elegant, kind, and full of life, and so beautiful. No matter what, she was always beautifully dressed, her nails polished, and she would never go around the house in a robe or a nightgown. Unlike me. Even in her later years, she had a love for adventure, traveling abroad until a very old age. But what I admired most is that she was always busy with something, whether it was knitting, sewing, cooking, or preparing meals for the homeless in her community. She believed in filling her life with purpose, in creating, in giving, and I aspire to be like her. One of the things I love about grandmacore is how it celebrates the little things, like taking time to arrange flowers just because it makes a room feel warmer. It's not about being extravagant, but about making everyday life feel special in small ways. A fresh bouquet, a neatly folded linen, a well-loved teapot. It's these details that make a home feel cozy. Polishing silver is one of those slow, repetitive tasks that most people don't do anymore. But I think that's what makes grandmacore or grandma lifestyle so appealing. It brings back traditions that remind us to care for what we have instead of constantly replacing things. It's about appreciating quality over convenience and finding satisfaction in the process, not just the result. I'm making a cup of verbena tea, called Louisa in Greek. It's been used here for centuries, known for its calming properties and light citrusy flavor, which I love. Perfect for a slow evening. Herbal tea has always been a part of my life. My mum and grandma taught me to drink different herbs for different moments. Chamomile to relax, mountain tea for winter, lemon verbena for digestion. It's more than just a drink, it's a little ritual of care, something warm and familiar, like a quiet reminder of everything the earth has to offer us when we slow down enough to appreciate it. Handcrafting is such a big part of the grandma-inspired life, and I love that people are rediscovering the joy of making things for themselves. Whether it is knitting, embroidery, or sewing, there's something really grounding about using your hands to create instead of just consuming. Of course, part of slow living is realizing that things don't always go as planned. I sit down to knit, and suddenly it's a game of steal the yarn with Chico. Sometimes you just have to go with it. My grandma had taught me how to knit, but unfortunately I kind of forgot. So I had to teach myself again, watching YouTube of course. I'm determined to really learn how to knit this year. There are so many beautiful 1940s patterns for blouses, for cardigans, even for 1950s knit sets or dresses that I would love to recreate. One of the biggest appeals of the grandma style life is the idea of slowing down, creating a cozy home, and finding joy in simple routines. It doesn't mean I am rejecting modern life. I'm just choosing what actually brings me happiness instead of following trends. It looks a lot like this: my favorite herbal tea, a quiet evening, and a cat who has finally settled down.